Hello, I'm Tim Alford, and for those of you I've not met, I am not from here. I'm from rural Mississippi, small town, but my wife is from Lexington and grew up at Christ Church. We've been here for about 6 years. We have 3 young children, and as parents of young children, that means that we get tangible things when we give to Christ Church. We get godly play and Sunday school, and vacation Bible school, youth group. But when Carol reached out to me and asked me to think about this, I thought of the ways that we're connected to this community, and I actually thought of a period of great disconnection. I thought back to the pandemic of COVID-19, and during that time we were hooked up with a pen pal program, and our oldest son Gray's pen pal happened to be Bob Vole. I've laughed and told people I think we won the pen pal lottery because Bob was awesome. But as people were holed away in their houses and quarantining, Bob and Gray exchanged a series of letters, and Bob found out that Gray was interested in dogs, so he'd ask him to send him a picture of our dog. Or they exchanged riddles and book recommendations. And with each of those letters, Gray was asked to step outside of himself and to think of others. But he was also shown in a really tangible way that even though the world was scary and strange at that time, there were also plenty of examples of love and care, even for people he didn't quite know beforehand. One of the things I've always loved about churches is the opportunity for cross-generational relationships, and I think Christ Church offers that in spades. And I'm thankful for it. They require, though, generosity of time and resources. Bob had to give up his time to write those letters. And the results were real, but it did require something of him. Charles mentioned in his homily on Sunday the notion of planting seeds, and it reminded me of my favorite Wendell Berry poem, The Mad Farmer Liberation Front. And Wendell Berry talks about the fact that we should invest in the millennium and, quote, plant sequoias and say that our main harvest is the one we will not live to see. I love that notion of planting sequoias. I love the idea that we're responsible as stewards of not only our time, but of times to come. So with that in mind, I encourage you all to think about your own role at Christ Church Cathedral and to think about what your sequoias might be as we enter this season of giving in October. Thank you.